We're going to turn now to that vacation nightmare, the Carnival cruise ship that has been stranded in the Gulf of Mexico. Instead of going to Mexico, the cruise line simply trying to get the ship and the 4,200 people on board to a port now in Mobile, Alabama. ABC's Matt Gutman has the latest on the story.
The decision overnight to tow the crippled Triumph, seen in these new Coast Guard photos, to Alabama could now be making a brutal voyage even worse. And this morning, for the first time, we are hearing directly from passengers aboard that stricken ship.
There's no lights, no water, we can't flush. Some people were able to shower.
Conditions are getting worse by the hour, passenger Deborah Reitmeyer texted ABC News. Cabin carpets are wet with urine and water. Toilets are overflowing inside our cabins. We were having to sleep in the hallways. Onion and cucumber sandwiches last night. The Triumph, which is bigger than the Titanic is running solely on emergency power. It's now being towed at the torturously slow pace of only a few miles per hour. And passenger Shelley Crosby texted us, "We have a lot of tent cities on deck." And while Carnival's ads boast limitless buffets of food, that's not the case on the hobbled Triumph. "We just stood in line for 4 hours to get a hamburger," Crosby texted. Cell phone reception is just as scarce, coming only when another Carnival ship pulls alongside to drop off supplies aboard these lifeboats.
If you can imagine 4,000 people running to these single bathrooms, I mean, it's horrible.
Brent Nutt managed to briefly speak with his wife Bethany and her friends aboard the ship.
All you hear on those phone calls is crying and talking about, "I'm going to die, I'm going to die."
Carnival acknowledges there are issues, but tells ABC News there's plenty of food and water aboard, and it's working on the sanitation problems.
It's 3 days now this ship has been sort of floating around there. If I were these people and I saw another cruise ship coming by, I think I'd jump and swim over. At any rate, we'll be tracking that story.